Good morning to you all. I'm here at Attikam and I have my reasons for coming here. The reasons are very clear. First and foremost, it provides me a source of income because tapping the rubber trees here, getting it tapped, I don't tap it, I help in between, gives me some income to sustain me. More than that, of course, that is important, but more than that, I enjoy coming here. I enjoy it because of the beauty of nature, the greenery, the sounds, the sound of the stream that goes through the land at the bottom of the hill, the song of the birds, and especially the fresh air, the unpolluted air over here. This is one of the most unpolluted areas in this district. So there are all these benefits that arise out of it. But I definitely come here with a purpose. And that purpose is primarily for getting my source of income, for getting something that will help us to survive one more day. Now that purpose is achieved by coming here. All these last few days I've been thinking about one question. Okay, we do this to survive, to make money for our survival. But what is the purpose of life, which we all, philosophers all through, have tried to find out um, meaning and purpose in this existence? I don't want to delve into a philosophical question. I would like to go directly to understand the purpose of life in a little more simplistic, simple way. Jesus says that I have come that you may have life and have it abundantly. So the experience of life, to have abundance of life, that is what Jesus tells us. That is what he came for. Of course, the aspect of how to attain this abundance is a question that Jesus himself answers by showing us the way to life. And the basis of that is our relationship with God. That is how I also see it. I understand it. That is why I remain to be part of the faith of Christ. I don't want to say part of Christianity, because Christianity has got so many various dimensions, religious dimension, social dimension, all these. My understanding of life is entirely different. My understanding of life and purpose of life vary greatly with how people see it, generally. We know that the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden is again about purpose. The story, God tells Adam and Eve to till the land and keep it. There's a purpose, to till the land and keep it, to make it fruitful, to be fruitful and to multiply. These two aspects are given there, to till the land and keep it, and to be fruitful and to multiply. Now, as far as multiplication is concerned, the human race has multiplied. As far as tilling it and keeping it are concerned, to be fruitful are concerned, we have somehow missed the point. We have remained at the level that Eve has remained. That is, to seek knowledge, to look at it, to be enthralled by it, and to find it for the pleasure of that kind of life, without an existence that is devoid of God's presence in our lives. Whereas what God intended for us was to be in a continuous relationship with Him, and in that relationship to enjoy the beauty of existence, the beauty of life. So if I were to define the purpose of life, I'll say the purpose of life is definitely to enjoy the beauty of existence in the continuity of God, in the presence of God. And that only comes through relationship. Relationships can be of different forms for different reasons. We think that ultimately we live a straight line, and that is from birth to death. In this birth to death existence, whatever we can accumulate, whether money, whether property, whether name, fame, whether children, even that is seen in this manner. To accumulate everything, to have children, and then to see them settled. Of course, these are all things that are human, very human. But if the primary purpose of life becomes merely to make money, merely to have children, merely to look after the children and or the money and the properties that we have, ultimately we would have not served any purpose. Purpose has to be defined in a much more meaningful manner. It is about what can I give into life, not what I can take from life. What can I give into life? These are issues that we got to think of. This is what we have missed. The human race has missed this issue, this understanding of what can I give into life. We are creative, no doubt, otherwise we wouldn't have reached this far. I wouldn't be talking to you across on this small gadget. I wouldn't be talking to you. It is because the human creativity has reached us this far. But we know the limits of human creativity. We know how far we can go. COVID has taught us that, and so many other things have taught us that. Human wickedness has taught us that. And in all this, we should recognize one thing: it is about relationship. Relationship with God, relationship with God's creation, relationship with each other. Relationship with each other can be broken so fast. It's a lack of trust. When trust is broken, relationship is broken. And it is so easy. And I have experienced it again and again in my life, where people have lost relationships because they couldn't trust each other. Trust is about the fact that this person won't harm me. Why does a dog or a cow or any other animal try to attack us in addition to the fact that it wants something to eat, a lion or a tiger or any carnivore? Of course, it's hungry, it will try to eat us. That's a different story. But apart from that, why would a dog attack us? Because it fears that we would attack him. So there's a loss of trust. What we need is the whole experience of relationship, which is built on trust, where one knows that this person won't harm me. This person is not out to harm me. This person is here to care for me, to love me, to look after me. That kind of understanding of purpose. So in this world, what we need is purpose defined by relationship, a relationship which is a continuity of God in us, a relationship that is built on the experience of trust, of love, of deep, sincere love. And that deep, sincere love is what God wants us to have. That is what Jesus says. Love each other. And that love is what builds relationships. And that relationship is what gives purpose. Relationship with God and God's creation. I hope today becomes a meaningful, purposeful experience to find out more about your meaning in life. And that you journey, this adventure, it's an adventure. You are entering into the realm of the unknown. I hope you are able to do this. May God bless you. Thank you so much.